So here we go. So once again, my name is Kat, aka Katherine, sometimes either or. First thing that came into my mind as I was cooking, the idea of dating or meeting people online. And I'm gonna tell you guys why in a little bit. First of all, background. I started this a while ago. Never really put so much time into it, but this time around I decided to actually take full advantage of it. I feel like I have a lot to share, that it might help somebody or it might enlighten somebody that might be in my same situation and give them some perspective, something that I wish I had when I was going through things. So this serves as a tool for whoever may need it, but also just to put some new thoughts out there. Everybody lives through similar things. However, we do different things that make it a different outcome. So this is the part that I would like to share. Also, a disclaimer, I am not fully encouraging nobody to do anything that I'm saying or that I've been through or done. I am, however, encouraging everybody to listen, take it with a grain of salt, and just put some thought into it and some perspective. I know that's something I lacked when I was first beginning, and that's it. So let's begin. The topic is about dating apps and my perspective on dating apps, or call it meeting apps, because essentially the goal is to meet the person you're talking to on the other end. Once upon a time, I used to believe that these were great tools for people like me, so shy, who can just meet someone and have a version of you displayed. What I came to find out is that this is tricky, because online things, as we most know, is somebody showing one version of themselves and not the full version of themselves. So if for once I was showing who I truly was, the other person was only showing me what they desired to be the main goal or the objective of whatever point they were trying to come about with our meeting. So if that was sexual, then it would be more sexual. If it was to meet someone, it was to meet someone, but with what purpose? So the purpose was the thing that also kind of threw me off, because I felt like I was pretty genuine about it in most cases, because let me be clear, sometimes I did not know what the heck I was trying to do. I just knew I wanted to meet somebody, and that being a friendship or being in a relationship, like, I didn't know. It was more so like feeling it out. And what changed on me is that I still consider them to be tools. I just consider them to be different. My view is that in a way, you're playing like God. And I like to say this metaphor that your lifeline or your life path is a line. You do have variables in that line, like things that consist of you making choices. So every choice you make is a variable or a different path that will end in the ultimate goal that is your life goal or your life path goal. I don't know if that makes sense, but just bear with me. So in this line, everything is traced out, and every single thing or event that is supposed to happen in this life path is straight on. You're supposed to meet who you're supposed to meet. You're supposed to learn what you're supposed to learn from these people that you meet, but it's within the line that has been traced. Call it the OG universe, whatever line. And if you believe in God, call it God's will or God's fate for you. And so with this line, if you, remember there are variables, if you decide to meet someone that was out of your line, call it you were here and this person was all the way here, you created a variable to connect with that person. You weren't supposed to meet that person. You did, so now what? So now that person becomes a lesson. That person becomes a small lesson or a big lesson. And in my case, my story, because again, I've tried multiple times, the one that is more memorable is that in one of these tools, apps or whatever you want to call it, I met this individual that I potentially ended up in something romantically, and then it became a relationship, and then with every relationship, you kind of move in and you get to experience who they are in essence of your everyday, right? So with this individual, what I got to see in the pre-phase, so the meeting up phase, is that this person was charismatic, seemed to have some knowledge of emotional education and other things that I picked on that were intriguing, and they seemed to go with my vision of family values, morals, religion, this, and that, right? So it was like, yes, yes, yes. So let's move forward. And so I moved forward. My first thing that happened, or big like, stop, it was this individual, he had to leave. So that was it. Like, it was supposed to be over. Like, we met for like about whatever given time. I'm not even gonna say a time frame, but something up there, or the universe, or I'm just saying because I don't know what y'all believe in, told me, nope, that's it. Close curtains, let's move on. And I couldn't move on because I was like, damn, like I really like this person. How come about like every time I like someone, like something says, close the door. Just no, that's it. Cut it and move on. So I reached out, of course, me. That was wrong with me. Because again, I'm messing up with my line. Somebody that wasn't supposed to come into my life came in. I allowed it into my life. Allowed them into my life. It's not it. So sorry. Second, something out there was helping me out and they moved out. So third thing, why did I circle back to it and say, okay, what's up? Yeah. So again, started talking, started seeing each other again. Everything was going good, or so I thought. And we decided to take the next big step and decided to know, like, feel each other out, like on a day-to-day basis, like live with each other, see how we would work together. And at first it was very frustrating, like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how many of y'all like living with people, or have lived with several people, but it's not easy. Everybody's habits are different, and just learning habits of your person, it's hard. It's really hard. It's putting aside, like, okay, like, I'm not alone anymore. I have to find like a common ground to do this. So it was a lot of that, but it felt like it was a lot of teaching. Like, it was like a lot of me taking my time to educate somebody on simple, like, very common things, just for the sake of commonality. Like, if like we're living together, I think this is the best way, and if this not, then show me the best way, or show me another way, and then we can come to a meeting point. And that wasn't a problem. The problem was when a lot of other issues started coming up, and then they were kind of neglected. Not even kind of, they were. I'm 100% on that. And so I need a drink. And so I tried my best. I'm not a quitter in most things. I say most things because in others I am. But yeah. Then it happened that I started moving forward despite like everything that was knocking me down. And, like, everything literally was telling me to get out of there, and I ignored it. Like, there's little signs that tell you, what the heck are you doing? Ignored. So the trifecta effect, or the 3 effect, it was that I got a car shortly after, car accident, shortly after, other big event, and shortly after that, the shuffling down, or the crumbling down effect, the Belgian wall just came down, and I had a moment that I realized that I was really not supposed to be there, and was really not supposed to even allow this person into my life, and was not even supposed to go through all that. So yeah, I learned the hard way. And so it happened. That's the most recent one. So it happened with all the other little things or people that I met through these tools or apps. And it generally is just a waste of energy. You are pushing for something that is not supposed to happen. Again, this is your line, and you're going out of your line. You're trying to take control of your life in a way of who you meet, but in the end, for me, I reflected and I feel like I shouldn't. And anything is God's will, who I meet, or whatever's up there. It is the lessons that is intended for me, or not the lessons that I'm looking to get. And same with people, because some people are just that. They don't offer you nothing. So yeah, that was my little 2 cents on why I don't believe in dating apps or apps in general to meet people or to date them. Just putting it there. But yeah, that was my little shenanigans. I'm gonna get back to my cooking because I'm still here. So cheers to you, mate, and I hope I put some perspective in someone's life. Hopefully. I mean, I wish I would have had this or had myself to explain this to me. So that's it. Thank you all. And let me get back to it.